How's it going, everybody? Fear the Dark Wolf here. Welcome to the Wolves Den. We're going to talk about some Watcher of Realms. Let's just get right into it. Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit more about Guild War. This is kind of my approach. We won our first round, so that was pretty exciting. That made us feel good. It doesn't show us that anymore, but it did pop up. Now we're going against another one, so there will be a third round in 2 days, or a day and 18 hours from now. As you can see, we're fairly even so far. We haven't used as many as them, but you know, it seems like a pretty fair fight, so that's pretty cool. I did see that Murder Inc. was saying that they're number 1 and they're going against number 15 for their first round. So hopefully the second round's a little bit more even, because I feel bad for that team, you know. Anyways, so let's look at my personal record. So defense, defeat. Oh. Looks like this team lost, so we'll take a look at that. Assuming this team won. Yeah, this team won. This one lost twice. Okay. Loss came from like what they did. So let's see. So they have attacker, shield, fast flying. Let's see what happened. So my thought process here was have arrogance in the front because he has range, so he can start hitting people before they get close. I have Lizotte here to do some magic damage. I have Lizotte back here to also do range damage, and then I have Broke here to kind of slow movement. Like, don't let them go past him, because he should stop 3. He should stop 2. She should stop 2. And these two also can hit flying, and so can he. And then I got my healer. That was my thought process. So let's see what went wrong. I'm assuming if I'm gonna guess that these two. I'm assuming these two die. These two get here and probably stop him. And these 3 get to here. I don't know if they I don't think they get through, and then these 3 might overwhelm. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll see what happens. Oh no, these guys are pretty tough. They killed him. Wow, they're pretty tough. And then, like I thought, they're gonna kill him, and the dogs get through. And the flying, because she's gonna be too busy with them to take on the flying. Okay, so that's what happened. Wow, I'm surprised that those guys are that tough. They're level 1 too. They must be associated with someone pretty tough. The stats were, yeah, they did the most damage. So they must have them associated with a very strong hero on their side, which would make sense as to why they pretty much demolished my arrogance, right? Okay. And then, oh, which team did they go for? They had to go for the first team. So same idea. I have Wrath here to try to kill things as quick as possible between Vierna and Silas, and then Olag is literally there to stop anything from going past. That's his job, and Vortex is just to heal. So this one is pretty strong, so I'm assuming they're going to come down, and maybe between the three of them they'll kill him. These two are going to come. They're going to take up some time. The archers are going to come. They'll probably get demolished, and then the flyers should just get demolished by these two. See how it goes. Yep, so they're taking up time. They're gonna get stopped. Yep. Archers, they get stopped. Yeah, Silas is just destroying them, and then nothing can get by. I almost wonder. I mean, maybe Abomination would be better in front because he has self-sustained a little bit, but whatever. I'm just thinking about the one I lost, not that one. Okay. Moving forward. So, I'll show my loss. This one, it was in the garrison, the stronghold building. And I don't know if my BP was too low, but these guys, they take a while to get there, and between her, Hetzit and Vierna, they destroyed them. Even with my healers coming behind. But then these guys, these shield guys lasted longer than them. And then nothing could get through because there wasn't enough going on to distract. But this is a pretty decent setup. See, like that didn't do anything. And Silas isn't doing much. But Vierna destroyed them. And then these guys come up and they're just like, hey, how's it going? And they sit there for a while. So might have needed to send them first so that everything would be focused on them and then these guys, but this is a different kind of a pathing, so it's a little bit different on how things get attacked, so still working that out. But yeah, these guys lasted a very long time, almost to the end. 16 seconds left. Oh, see, I don't like that. They need to fix that. It shows it that the defending things belong to the wrong person. I don't know why they do that. They need to fix that. So this is what I'm talking about. It says Mizumi was the side with the demon soldiers, which is not correct. That was me, so it should say Fear the Dark Wolf over on the left side, not Mizumi. And then on the right side, it says that those are my people, and they're not. Those are Mizumi. So our stuff needs to be switched. Because the way this looks, it looks like I won, but I lost. That's something that needs to be fixed, because that's just wrong. Like, hopefully in the new beta that's fixed, because the 2.0 is coming out next week. So hopefully that's fixed then. All right, and then some wins. All right, so we'll just grab this one. So on this one, I was thinking they would do better, but they don't have a healer. That's their issue. They don't have anyone to heal anyone. So they were probably hoping to just kill stuff, I guess. But these guys come down and they hit hard. So they kill King Harzer and then they kill her and then everybody just walks through. So I think, you know, that was a miscalculation on their part to not have any healers. Because both dead. Yeah. Both dead and everyone just walks through. Didn't even get to the dogs. And then this other one. Same team. I'm using the same team. I seem to have the most luck with them, so there's no real need for me to change it up too much yet. But this defense was a little bit different. So I was worried about these two really doing some damage. But I don't know, like the Vierna on that one team like destroyed. So she must have been associated to someone like crazy. Because these ones, they don't really do a whole lot. Like they do some pretty good damage, but I still get through. Even with element healing. And he's gone. And Regulus holds up for a little bit. But doesn't really matter. It just starts to just go through. He can't do it. They couldn't do anything about those two. And that, like I said, that Vierna had to just be associated to someone real strong. I don't know why it was so difficult. Let me check BP. So 320 455. So where was Mizumi? Yep. So yeah, I don't know what happened because my BP is higher than theirs. That doesn't guarantee you win or anything, but it just seemed like they took them out real quick. And I don't know if it was just a matter of the 3 ultimates happening at once. I'm gonna watch it one more time. I'm gonna try to slow it down. I'm not gonna do a 3 times speed. That way I can see what happened. So let's see what happened. Where did that bunch of that damage come from? So right here, Hadson's gonna do her ultimate. It doesn't really do a whole lot to them. It does like a little bit to the first one. They coming through. They're getting hit by both of them. And like, I don't know if they're sharing health right now or what's going on. The first one dies there. Second one keeps going, and then I don't know what that was. I don't know if he was just giving his health to the one behind him. I don't know. I'll have to look at, see what that's all about. These two, they just got destroyed. Alright, so we know how the rest of this plays out. I don't have Hadsit, so I don't know all her stuff, but is that a Hadsit skill that was just happening? What was that? Oh yeah, it was the attack bounce. Okay, that's what was going on. So the attack was bouncing back and forth. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Just to kind of hopefully give some idea And like pre-plan when you're looking at a team. Like, look at this team. Okay, so my first thought would be, okay, this team should be better than this team based on BP, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are, right? So let's see. Fiona, Valkyrie, Valkyra. So that's going to be a lot of damage. He's self-sustaining. I don't really know how she is. I don't have her. I also don't have Combat, but I know he's good. And I don't have Sadie, so I don't know how good of a healer she is, but based off of BP, they look about even, and they'd have no archers here. So that means that it's all like magic damage, because her attack is magic damage as well. So you want to think about that, right? You want to think about what you're going against and send things accordingly. Right, so what about this? So piercer, defender, fighter. No, and like no archer, piercer, whatever. There's no mage here though. Right, so anything that's like got strong magic resistance is not necessary here. It's a little bit more necessary here because there's a mage. Right? So you just want to kind of put a little forethought into what you're going against. Same thing here. Fighter, marksman, mage. So that means they don't really have a defense, right? So they can only block 4 between the two of them. And down here, this one is even worse. They only have 1. That's why they lost. There was only 1 person, so you only needed 3 enemies to stack up on them to start going through them. You need to think about that. You know, it's actually not that bad. The rewards, I don't know. I mean, doesn't seem worth all the effort. Not at all. Unless you're like top. Like it doesn't feel worth it to me. For the effort that you have to put in for this. Like this is way more focus than, you know, anything else. You know, your guild boss is some focus. The raids are more focused than the guild war, but it's still a lot. It's a lot of focus, a lot of time that you have to put into it for not much reward. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you liked it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I would be really appreciative of that. Leave some comments. I'll try to respond. I haven't got too many, but I would love to start getting comments and just talk with people. And I hope everybody has a good day, and remember to take care of each other out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.